Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for that. Representative Raymond Smith and I jointly submitted this representative statement honoring the former mayor of Goldsboro, Chuck Allen. For those of you that have not had the honor of meeting Mayor Allen, you really missed it. He's the type of person that you could get in a confrontation with, and as soon as it was over with, you found a friend and you went to lunch. He truly cared about Wayne County and the city of Goldsboro, served on multiple boards throughout the community. He served on the city council for a number of years and then ran for mayor. He was also the type of guy that could work on both sides of the aisle in both parties. Actually, Republican governors and Democrat governors appointed him to serve on multiple boards, and upon his death actually served as a House appointment from the Military Affairs Committee, just to be converted to a gubernatorial appointment on the Military Affairs Committee. He truly cared about North Carolina. And when you look at his body of work of service, it just didn't stretch there in the community. It actually went beyond. At his memorial service this week, hundreds of people were there from not just North Carolina, but all over the country. I think I counted 3 former wing commanders from Seymour Johnson came back into town to honor Mayor Allen. Republicans, Democrats, unaffiliateds, political opponents, political partners, all were there to honor the man that we call Chuck. For those of you that didn't get to know him, I encourage you to see some of his work today as you walk back to your office or leave the building. Mayor Allen was a very successful businessman with Allen Grading Company doing heavy landscaping. And when you go on top of this building, or when you walk across the bridge to the Legislative Office building, you actually get to see some of the landscaping that his office installed right here at the General Assembly. Mayor Allen was a lion for our community. He was a great friend, and he will be deeply missed. Thank you for this honor.
Gentleman from Wayne, Representative Smith, recognized to speak to a point of personal privilege.
Yes, I'd like to speak about my friend, Mayor Chuck Allen. Everything that Representative Bell said is absolutely true, but I go back a little bit further with Mayor Allen than Representative Bell, because he and I were high school classmates, and we're a little bit older than Representative Bell. And so we go back to a time where 1969, when the school system first integrated in Wayne County, we met for the first time as 4th graders and have been good friends since from that day to this day. And losing a friend like Chuck, losing a classmate, absolutely, it hurts. But the one thing, we had many things in common, but the one thing we all had in common was our love for our community. He was a public servant, so am I. And one of the things that will truly be missed is his commitment to our community. And so that being said, I want you to join Representative Bell and I in honoring our former mayor, and his legacy will live long in our community. Thank you.
Long as the majority leader has, but I did have the honor and privilege of serving with him on the North Carolina Military Affairs Commission, along with Representative Cleveland and Representative Bell. And as the majority leader said, Mayor Allen transcended party to do what was best for North Carolina, for Goldsboro, and Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Mayor Allen understood that Seymour Johnson was an integral part of the fabric of Goldsboro and of our state, and was a vigorous advocate for it and the people of Goldsboro. And he will be deeply missed in our state, and particularly on the Military Affairs Commission.
I got to know him a few years ago when we were touring some of the damage there down east from the hurricane, and I tell you, there's not a finer man, a public servant, and so I know that the whole community there is going to certainly miss him, and certainly extend the condolences on behalf of the entire House of Representatives to his family and to that community.